For the students in Class A, the range of their heights is r centimeters, and the greatest height is g centimeters. For the students in Class B, the range of their heights is s centimeters, and their greatest height is h centimeters. Is the least height of the students in Class A greater than the least height of the students in Class B? So it looks like we got 4 variables here, and I certainly don't want to be moving 4 variables around in my head, so I want to organize this and put as much of this question on paper as I can. So to start, we need to know what range is. If you don't know that, you have no shot and might as well move on. So the range of a set of numbers is just the greatest value in the set minus the smallest value in the set. So based on that, we can make equations for the ranges of our 2 classes. And so we have Class A, Class B, and what do we know? In Class A, the range of the height is r centimeters. So here we can say r, so the range is equal to g, so the greatest height, and then they don't give us a variable for the smallest height, so I'll just make one up, and I'll say, so for Class A, the smallest height is little a, and then for Class B, the range is s centimeters, and so that should be equal to their greatest height, which is h. I'll say their smallest is little b, and so now we have 2 equations, each representing the range of heights in Class A and Class B respectively. So is the least height of the students in Class A greater than the least height of the students in Class B? And so based on how we labeled our variables, this question is really just asking, is A greater than B? And that's a much better way to think of this question than how it is originally phrased. So on to our statement. Statement 1 says r is less than s. And actually, maybe before we even do that, I should say, if they're asking us about the smallest heights in each of our 2 classrooms, so they're asking us about A and B, maybe we should get our 2 equations in terms of A and B. And so what do we know? We know A is equal to G minus R. And we know a B is equal to H minus S, right? Yeah. Now statement 1. Statement 1 says R is less than S. So here we know nothing about G or H, so this is definitely going to be insufficient by itself. Statement 2 says G is greater than H, so same problem as before. It says nothing about R and S, and so will be insufficient. And here we can sort of just go straight to looking at their statements together. So now we just got to think about this a little bit. And so statement 1 says R is less than S. Statement 2 says G is greater than H. So let's sort of start with the second statement here. So we're saying, so if we're looking at each of our values, A and B, so A starts off with the greater value, right? Because G is greater than H. And then from that greater value, we subtract a smaller number, right? Because R is less than S. So if we are subtracting a smaller number from a greater number, by definition, that means A must be greater than B. And together, these statements are sufficient to say yes to our question. C is the answer.